Okay, today I'm going to be working on this laser tag gun and vest. This is made by, let's see, Delta Strike is who we go through. I'm not sure any of the problems. I just know that this was left on my desk for me to fix today. So we will go through this, and you will learn as I learn what's wrong with it and how we fix it. Stick around. So the first thing I'm going to check is just to see if the gun comes on. On these, you want to have your hand here and hand on the pistol grip just to get the gun to come on. And here's the screen. We're getting nothing on there. So I know it's only just a quick little clip, but what I'm going to do is bring this over here and plug it into the charging outlets. I don't know if you can see this very well. Let me see. Turn the regular lights on. Okay, so I'm going to find, there must be a spot that's missing a vest. Okay, it looks like it is right there. So I'm going to plug this guy in here, let it charge for a few minutes to see if it'll come on that way, and then we'll start tearing the gun apart and see what we can figure out. Stay tuned. Back out a little bit. Okay, so this is the vest that I'm working on. So you can see it's flashing red. All the other ones in the room are flashing green or blue as they're charging. So let me see if stupid LED lights behind it's kind of making it hard to see. Okay, so this is where we would plug it in. Let's just check to see if it goes green or blue. Okay, it started to. I saw a little flash of green. Nothing. Okay, let's check this one to the right of it and see if it goes red when I unplug it. Okay, it went red. So now let's try this station on this gun. Let's see if this station here, make sure we can see it. Make sure this station here goes green or blue. Okay, so the charging station is fine on that one. It's fine on this one. This gun just isn't charging. So let's go ahead and pull it back off, and we'll pull it back into the workroom and we'll take it apart. Alright, so this is the part of the vest that has the charger port here. I'm guessing that this charging port is possibly bad. Since we're not getting a charge, I know that there's at least some kind of problem here to that charger. So I'm going to go ahead and take this off of here. And they gave us this little handy dandy powerful, I wouldn't say powerful, but power tool, power screwdriver. So it's good in reverse. And this thing's made just for this, so it's got all the right bits and all the good stuff on it. Nice on frame, okay. And this thing just makes it so much easier. Pop these guys out and try not to lose them. 5. So pop this off. Try to keep this from falling apart on the other side. Okay. So we have, let's see if I can get you a little bit better view here. Looks like a battery pack. And we do have a charging port here. And it looks like it plugs in there. So let's just try to change the charging port. Okay, there's just a little nut on the side. Get my pliers. And when you buy these, they do give you plenty of spare parts. So a lot of this little stuff I have. I think this is how I take it off. Like I said, I've never had to deal with this problem, so I figured we'd film it, work it out together, and then if you have the same problem, you'll know how to fix it, or you'll know the process that I go through to try to fix this stuff in case you don't know the problem with yours. You kind of get some troubleshooting ideas. So there's that. That's the little charger port. And let me see, I thought I had a couple handy right here. I could be wrong. Might have to stop the camera. Okay, let me go ahead and stop the camera and look at my spare parts. But what we are looking for is just this little guy right here, just this charger port. Maybe that'll get it. Okay, be right back. Here is one of the boxes I have for spare parts. I got many. They really nice about giving you plenty of extra parts. So this is, no, that's just the lock for the gun. Looks like that though. Let's see, that's not it. Looks like here it is over here on this side. And that'll do it, I do believe. Let's double check here. Yep, that's it. So I'm going to set this one aside. This is the one that I'm not sure. I don't know if this is the problem, so we're not just going to chuck this and throw it away. I'm going to put this little nut back on here, set it aside, and then we will try the new one, and then we'll see if that's the problem. If that is the problem, I still will probably keep that in a separate box. It's just, I don't know what it is parts. It could be good, could be bad. I don't know. Arcade techs, I think we're all just a little bit of pack rats. Let me get this tripod set back up for us. Must be spinning the wrong way. Yeah, here we go. Sorry about that. Sorry about the shakiness. Okay, so this is the good one here. Let's move back just a little bit. Okay. So I'll take the nut off of it. I can go ahead and plug this in now. I can see what I'm doing here. Looks like it goes this way. Okay. And then we stick this guy through the little hole. Make sure I'm on camera still. Yeah, so it's going right through here. It's just a hole in this little plastic piece. And hopefully I can get it through enough. Okay, there is a certain way it has to go through, looks like. Oh no, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Never mind. Don't listen to me. And it just barely sticks out enough to grab a hold of it. That's fine. So I'm trying to do this in film and stay entertaining. It's a little bit difficult by yourself. I think that's on there enough. Yeah, it's on there. Okay, so let's put this battery pack back in here. Try to fill the wiring back to where it was. Okay, so this was kind of jammed in here like this. We don't want this to block any of our screw holes. Let's see if... Okay, it does have a little... Come on, battery pack just fell out. Okay, so now it's going to be a little tough, but we'll see if we can line these screws up back here. Okay, so that's pretty much the screw holes there. A little difficult. Just need to get one to start it. That part, that part. Now you don't want to tighten the screws all the way down, because then it gives you no play to try to find the other holes. And these aren't right yet. So I kind of want to go opposite away from it. Okay, well this isn't lined up right, first of all. This way, no, this way. All right, start over again. Such is life. Okay, now I got the guitar pick sitting in the right spot, looks like. Let's see about this guy. Okay. Now usually, like, if you kind of go diagonal, then the other ones will start to line up a little better. And as you get more and more in, the more they'll line up right. And this is pretty good. Except for the, okay, yeah. They're all lined up pretty good. I lied. And if that's all the problem was, that was pretty simple. I'm just shocked because I thought maybe this gun got dropped or was damaged in some other way, but it doesn't seem that that's the case. It just seems like it wasn't charging. But it could have more than one issue, so we'll see if we can get it to charge, and then we'll see after it charges for a little while if it comes on. That battery pack could be bad, so the port might be fine, but the battery pack is bad, and that's why it's not charging. Okay, so I'm going to take my little handy dandy tool here, put it back on forward. Okay, and 1 second, and I'll move us over into the other room and we'll check, see if it's charging. Okay, so let's go ahead and hang up the vest. Put this way here. Here's the charger port here. So we want it to go green or blue. Oh, it started to. So okay, I don't think it's the charger port. Nope. Okay, so let's move on to the next thing and let's try the battery pack, because that very easily could be it. All right, let's go set up again. Okay, so I have taken the screws out already, and in my little box of parts, it looks like I have one battery pack spare. Boom shakalaka. So this is pretty easy again. Just pull this guy out, and it's got a few spots where you plug into the board. It's the second one. The port was the first one. So we'll pull that out, and we'll set it with the other charger port that we didn't know if it was good or bad. And like I said, we don't know if this is good or bad either, but we have to check it to rule it out. Otherwise, we'll be going nuts trying to check stuff. Always start at power. ASAP. ASAP method. Okay, so get that sucker back in there. I'm not going to bore you guys with putting these screws in again. You've already seen it once. I'm already bored with it. So I'll put these in and then we'll go back to the charging station. Okay, new battery pack installed. And okay, once again, we're hoping for a green or blue, not just a flash. And we got green. Okay, so I do think that did it. Let me see, I'll show you what it was. Or I could just throw it across the room. So it was just this rechargeable battery pack that goes into, basically this is the chest part, and it's also where the charger port is and where you'll find the rechargeable battery, which I think is just a bunch of smaller batteries in a pack. These are probably expensive. What I'm going to do is go ahead and let this charge for a little while. Make sure the gun comes on. We'll come back just to make sure everything works. After I know everything is 100%, I will go ahead and swap out the charger port to the old one to make sure it does work. So that way I can verify whether I need to keep it or it's no good. So stick around, and in just a second, I'll have the sucker charged up and we'll check it out. Okay, now that we have it charged, this is what I thought the original problem was. Like I said, you want to put your hand up here, hand on the trigger, and if you can see, we have lots of messed up stuff here. So we're going to take apart the gun. Hopefully this display board is just unhooked a little. Now, I went ahead and removed these 4 screws and took this plastic cap off the end of it. It's a big pain in the butt, so I didn't want to do that on camera. Let's go ahead and take this apart. Make sure I got them on reverse. Just This little thing is handy. Taking apart a buck hunter gun or something, it's kind of a pain in the butt compared to this. You know, it's the same amount of screws. Having this little tool and being handy at the desk, much nicer. Okay, pop this sucker off now. Let's see if I can. Okay, hopefully everything just doesn't come all apart inside the gun. This guy isn't all the way out. So I'll just pull the gun apart here. Alright, so we can kind of see what the parts of the gun are while we're in here looking. Okay, so this is a Wi-Fi module up here on the top of this main board. I've had to change that in another video. And let's see, let's go to this screen, if I can get it angled right. Okay, so it is majorly messed up. So let's unplug. I think it'll slide out of here. Okay, so let's just kind of try to unplug the connection to it and see if that's all it was. I would like to do this with no power to it, but I think I'd have to take the battery pack out. Okay, so let's just reestablish the connection there. Not getting anything. Okay, we're a little loose at this board. I see that there. So this little connector here at this main board was loose. I don't know. Okay, let me try to turn this thing off and totally reboot it, and we'll see how the screen looks. Alright, I have my keys here, so turn the gun off now. Forgot that I could do it this way. Okay, so that's off. Let's kick it back on. Okay, and we are back in business. So I'll show you what I did here. Is this display slides out. See that it is working fine. This connection I reseated, but what the problem was is when the gun got dropped, right here this connector was just a little loose. So just plugged it back in, and of course the gun is going crazy. So we'll slide this guy back in like this. Keys out of the way. I'm going to try to make sure everything is back the way it was. And we can just set this gun on top here. Doesn't want to slide over that little screen again. There we go. Okay, got it back together. All the gun screws are back in. No, don't you fall off there. I have a plenty big enough desk, this shouldn't happen, right? Okay, on frame. So that's all we needed to do was just plug in the board there and then change out the battery pack so that it would charge. So this is going to be a success. And if I have any other problems with these, of course, I'm going to keep you guys updated and have extra videos. But that should get you going if you have either one of those problems. And if not, stay tuned because we will definitely solve more. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.
What did you think about that video? Did you like that video? I loved it. Was I not in it? Well, then I didn't love that. I better have been in that video. I hope you liked the video. It was definitely my best work. If I'm not in that video, you better watch this one over here. Oh, if you're not going to do that, just subscribe. You'll get a notification. Bye.